Right now, we're going to go to the phones, guys. We got Reginald Todd on the line. He brought this song, Black and Blue, to the show. Now, when I heard this song, it really made me think of another song that we heard. Is Live in Living Color. I have to make sure I say it right. Because I didn't say it right before because I was thinking In Living Color. But it's just a life of being colored in America and not having it easy. And just incredible, your song, you can relate. A lot of your song and hearing this song, literally back to back, I heard them. And I'm wow. Yeah, I was just like, whoa, like your song I heard a long time ago. So to me, what caught my eye is the fact that it was from 2005. Yeah. And to see it's 2018, and that's what you were talking about back then, it's kind of scary to me that is still going on.
13
but,
years, yeah.
I mean, it's been before that, but just to hear it in your speakers, like I have Bluetooth speakers at home in my ears. I can't even I'm just like, okay, now I have to. And with each word, it just cut a little deeper, man, because it's a sad thing that's happening in America, and I don't feel like I'm one of those people who's like, no, please don't talk about it because it's going to start controversy, or we don't get into politics, or we don't talk about Black Lives Matter. And I'm like, well, we do. We do here.
It's just happening so much. You don't want to get numb to it, but you start getting numb to that because it's happening so much.
Well, every time I see something, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, my God, I'm so surprised. Yeah. But with each time, it's getting worse. Yeah. This guy's in his car, and his car got shot up 20 times. It's like, what do you shoot at a car? And there was a girl in the car with him. She's got helicopter. They had to put her in a helicopter. And I'm just like, what? Why? What in your right mind would make you think that you have to do that much? What really endangered your life, as an officer?
And I don't care.
I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're a white police officer, if you're Latino, Chinese. To me, it doesn't matter. You're supposed to be protecting us, and you're killing. Yeah. You're killing us.
It don't take 40 bullets to stop somebody.
Yeah.
Really?
It literally takes one, and not even. You
can
actually talk. Yeah. Actually talk. Maybe.
There was a guy in L.A. And I was watching, and he had like a knife, and he was threatening to literally kill everyone, and he was going around stabbing people.
That,
yeah. What'd they do? It was talked him down and just arrested him. Didn't shoot.
No shooting.
So it's very alarming what goes on in this world and the choices people make in the heat of the moment, and then blame it on feeling threatened or feeling like their life was in danger when in reality they're putting other people's lives in danger and taking lives. And then they make literally, if a cop is behind me, I get a little nervous. I'm just like, oh.
That's everyone. That's everyone.
Why do we feel like that?
You don't
what
even
is
feel
that?
protected anymore. It's just like, oh, okay, police behind me. Okay.
Yeah, act like you're doing the right thing. Let me put my signal.
Yeah. It's like you're walking next to a bully, so you're trying to tense yourself, so you're hoping he don't see you. That's how I feel right now.
But that's the sad world that we live in. But I'm happy that we have artists like you guys who can share your music in a positive way, and share what you feel. And other people like me can listen and relate and really understand where you're coming from. And that goes with poetry, that goes with music, that goes with rapping. Everything that gets put out there, it has a message behind it. I just hope everyone understands it. Definitely. Because it's there. It's like if you don't understand it, maybe you need to listen again.
Yeah, between the lines, put it on repeat. Do whatever you have to do to get that message.
Right on. All right, Reginald, are you with us?
Yes.
All right, so you heard everything, right?
Yes, I heard everything.
So how do you feel?
I feel fantastic. I would listen to what you were saying to the group that's there with you, and everything that you said really mirrored exactly how I was feeling and exactly what I was putting into my song Black and Blue. I used to feel like when I would see a police officer when I was younger, I'd feel like, okay, I'm safe now because there's a cop around. But now as I pay more attention to what's going on in the world, my feeling and my reaction when I see a cop is completely opposite. My heart races and my pulse gets higher and my palms start to sweat. And I'm like, I'm not speeding, I'm not doing anything wrong, but that doesn't matter. He could see my black skin, and that's the only reason he needs to pull me over. And so that's the kind of energy I put into the song Black and Blue, because it's all about police brutality and how we as people of color are treated in this country and how we are perceived as a threat, even when we're not doing anything threatening. So that's kind of what started the entire process of me creating the whole album, but Black and Blue was the catalyst for the rest of it. So I heard everything you're saying, and it resonates with me as well.
Well, this couldn't be a better interview to have for the end of the show because it really hits home for everyone in here. I'm just tired of seeing it in the media. It's crazy. It's happening so much, and it's just like you almost want to listen to music to escape, and then it's everywhere, you know? It's on social media. You go to like upload a song on or shout out I'm like, oh, follow me on Facebook. And then I see a whole, like, you know, I follow Sean King. He's like first, you know, on my list. And I see something. I'm like, oh my God, he's putting somebody on blast.
Right.
I already know. So that's where that starts, man. And, you know, it's a bittersweet feeling. It's sad to see, but I love that you guys make music about it and bring awareness to what is wrong in the world. What needs to be done, and you know how you guys, you know, express yourselves can really enlighten others.
Yeah.
And ordinarily, before this particular project that I just released, I was the type of artist that would write about my personal experiences, and I still am. But I felt like I just felt compelled to kind of broaden my horizons and then broaden my scope and write about the Black experience as opposed to just my Black experience, because it's happening so much, and it seems to be it's almost ignored, or we've become complacent, or we've become used to it, or it's just like, oh well, it happened again. Oh well, like school shootings, it happens once a week, but we don't do anything about it to change it. So I felt like I owed it to myself as an artist to address it and to, in some small way, make an attempt to make a change. You know, it only takes one person can make a change, and if I can change one person's perception of me as a Black man in America, then it's all worth it.
All right, and you're working on an album. Black and Blue is on an album. What's that album called? It's an EP. It's 8 songs. It's called #0000000, and I'll explain what that means in case you don't know. Yeah, I mean, I see it everywhere. Obviously, I'm promoting it, so I'm like, what does it mean?
When I was, a couple years back, I was teaching myself how to code computers, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all that stuff.
Cool.
And what I came across was the code for the color black is #0000000.
I did not. You know, wow. I should have known that because, you know, I mess with these things all day long, dealing with computers all day, and I would never, and I did not think of it, and I'm upset with myself that I did not know. And that is beautiful.
The cover art.
And it made me think, you know, I'm sure they didn't put any malicious thought into assigning #0000000 to the color black, at least as far as I know. But it just kind of reiterated in my mind that the value of black in America is absolutely zero.
Oh, wow.
There's no value to
That's
black.
That's what I got.
So that kind of was the catalyst for me creating this album about the black experience in America.
You just we're all jaw dropped right now because you really went left field with that one, because I'm did not expect it at all, but it's brilliant. That's what it is. Brilliant.
Wow.
Okay.
You're welcome. Artistry.
Yeah, right? So creative. I'm just like, whoa, I wish I would have thought of that first.
Yeah. Artwork is dope too.
Yeah, so tell me about the artwork, you're all in a costume and stuff, or what's going on? Tell me about it. I love it. I think it's so different and unique, and I just got to know more.
Well, my concept for the album cover was obviously I wanted to do blackface, and traditionally blackface was used in America to belittle and mock and make fun of black people. White people would paint their face black and then make fun of us. And so I felt like in 2018, we really haven't come that far from white people not really understanding our experiences and belittling our value and what we have accomplished and how far we've come. And I felt like I wanted to kind of use that old imagery to make a statement about how far we still have to go. We're still viewed as minstrels and clowns and less than, and so I just kind of wanted to put that image out there again to remind people that we had a black president once, but look who we had right after him and how far things still have to go. So that was the reason for my album cover.
Kind of got put set back now. Now we need like twice as much, 3 times as much work to get back where we're going. It's honestly, it's just embarrassing.
For nothing almost.
Right, really, you work everyone up and make them believe in unity and everything's coming together, and then you take it away from them. It's like a kid in candy.
Exactly.
So they played us all is what they did. They're like, yeah, here's a black president. Now here's a crazy psycho one. Like, deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Figure it out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's the world we live in. So listen, just based off of your music, who are some artists that you look up to?
Let's see. Bruno Mars is killing it. I love him. Tank, John Legend, Maxwell, D'Angelo. From the female standpoint, I've always been a huge fan of Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey, Shaka Khan, Beyonce's killing it, Demi Lovato. Yeah. So those
man, you know your music. You got to come to Orlando.
Yeah. I got family down there, so I'll definitely come down.
Everyone
for sure.
This is the second person that said that. If you guys don't come, I'm gonna call you again next month, and I'm be like, so I thought you were going on summer vacation. What happened?
Yeah, I would love to come down for sure.
Awesome. So we'll set that up. We'll make it so that you can come sit in the studio, and I'll really bring a diverse crowd of people in, because what I want to do is have an open discussion with a lot of people, because what I love the most, no matter if you're in music, no matter if you're in acting, and no matter what you do in the entertainment industry, you still have a mind. You can still think. We're all brilliant in our own way, and when you share different perspectives, you'll find that people actually are all the same. We just have different views.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly.
So that's my favorite part, being in a room with a whole bunch of people and not being afraid to speak the truth, and then everyone be okay with it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny you say that about we're all the same. I grew up in a military family where we were always exposed to different races of people. So when people say we're all the same, I believed it. But then as I got older, I realized, no, we have differences, but that doesn't make any one group better than the other. We do have differences. That's what makes humanity. But we don't have to vilify and hate each other, because we are different.
My thing, when I say different or the same, I mean same. We're all human. We're all born in this world. You're not born with hate. You're all born. Exactly. You're all given an opportunity to live, to breathe, to create something with your life. Whether you have rich parents or poor parents, either way, you have to find a way to get through. You work with what you got. We are all the same. The only thing different is your mind state. So what happens is when you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, that's when you realize, okay, there is a purpose. There's a reason for life. There's a reason we're all brought together, versus being around a whole bunch of negative-minded people and you're like, get away from me. No bad vibes around here. But, that's my thing with people. I realize that everyone is the same, because we're either human or inhuman, no matter how you want to call it, because I know a lot of people are very spiritual and, they're out of their element. But when you think about it, we're just really just walking souls. So that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. This all is a cover up, skin color, all of it. It's not for everyone to make a big deal out of. People really need to focus on what's on the inside, their mind, their heart, get in the right place, and take that with them in the future. And hopefully it'll change,
See how far they go. They think that way.
Yeah, well, they don't, so that's why I'm putting it out there. I wish they did. Hopefully they're listening. All right, guys, listen, I appreciate you guys all so much. I'm going to give each of you an opportunity to share your social media one more time. I'm going to start with Jay Mazur, because he's on the far outside of the table. So go right ahead.
I go by the name of Jay Mazur. That's JAEMAZOR. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Jay Mazur TV, SoundCloud, Jay Mazur Music, and just my website, jmazur.com. Again, that's JAEMAZOR. Main Girl is out now.
All right. And when does are you dropping a video for Main Girl?
We were still working on that video.
All right,
actually.
I'm waiting for
we're
that
gonna
one.
Incorporate love and basketball with that one.
Oh, that's hot. Let me be in that video. That's hot.
I'm gonna call you. You need to come to
dog.
Miami when we
You who?
shoot it.
I was a ball. Yeah, I was a baller. I was freaking point guard,
So
man.
you
I
trying
was
to
so
say
cool.
you can spot me? You think you got me?
Yeah. Well, I'll just bounce it through your legs, to run circles around you. It's the best part about being short. It's like a little Allen Iverson. Just incredible. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so share with everyone where they can find you. I know you do so many different things, so share it all because you are a very deep person, and everything we talked about tonight, I know you can relate. So, and I want people to get to know you.
Nice. Music artist, poet, rapper. I do a little singing, not a Drake thing, but I do some acting. I do some motivational speaking, working with kids, activists, all that good stuff. But if you wanted to follow me on social media, everything is at Real Passion Flow. So that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, you name it. My website, realpassionflow.com. Everything Real Passion Flow.
Real Passion Flow, just so you know. All right, Reginald, your last but not least, share your social media, please, and introduce your song, Black and Blue.
Yes. Okay. Reginald Todd Music everywhere. That's ReginaldTodd Music on Reverb Nation, Instagram, SoundCloud, Facebook, and YouTube. Only difference on Twitter is my handle is I am Reginald Todd. So if you just Google Reginald Todd, I'll pop up. I want to thank you, Elvy, for giving me the opportunity to play this song. This is my first interview since my album dropped on the 6th of April, so I appreciate the support and the love. I can't thank you enough. With that being said, this is my first single, Black and Blue.
Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. He has no weapon. He has no weapon. Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. Keith, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Keith, don't you do it. Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him.
Something going on that ain't right. Something going on that ain't right. You feel it. I feel it. There ain't no shades of gray, it's black and white. There ain't no shades of gray. Who do I trust when my savior is someone I can trust at all? It's my protector that I need protection from. Who do I call? How many boys in blue wearing blackface, taking selfies? How many black men locked in handcuffs, screaming, help me? How many more lives will be taken with no justice? How many gallons of blood spilled? I'm disgusted. Who would have thought that a race of people who carry the blood of mighty kings would live in a world where we are violated and nobody does anything? Who would have thought that a race of people who carry the blood of mighty kings live in a world where we are violated and nobody does anything?
world, it's LV with Indie Jam. Make sure to tune in to Indie Jams each and every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. You can listen live on IndieJams.com or download the TuneIn Radio app. It's free and easy to use. Also, make sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Indie Jam, IndieJamz. Thank you for listening in to Indie Jams Radio, home of the independent artists worldwide.